It's actually beneficial for the injured worker that you've got, one firm that then can handle both cases. We can access medical records. I do that quite often where I might not actually need to order medical records because they've already got them in the personal injury case. So it can save you money in that respect, because that's a cost that, is recovered down the road. But I then can just go into that computer file and look and see, what's there. It's also just helpful to have that person in-house, and then we can discuss, what's going on and make different strategic decisions on, okay, is it better to have them treat under the workers' compensation claim? This will save, then the personal injury attorney's not, laying out or agreeing that the doctors will then be paid at the end of the case because it's covered under workers' comp, and they can get all of their treatment that they need there. And then once they're done treating, we can look at settling the workers' compensation case. Each case can be different, but then a lot of times it's right for then the PI case to settle, personal injury case to settle. Or sometimes maybe, the policy limits are tendered on the personal injury case and the workers' comp case continues to stay open. And so obviously every case is different, but there's definitely a lot of overlap. But there's certain ways in a personal injury case, if, the client's not happy with the doctors that they're getting through the workers' compensation case, well, I can then pick up the phone and call the personal injury attorney and say, hey, we really need to get an independent medical evaluation, what's going on with the personal injury case, because they might be able to get that under the personal injury case, or maybe I get it under the workers' compensation case, but we can both use that same doctor to help the client in the long run. It might not seem like it's much, but an independent medical evaluation, they're expensive. And so instead of using, needing one in the workers' compensation case and needing one in the personal injury case, we can save the client money in the long run by just using the same one. If you're injured on the job, or if you're injured anywhere and you just have questions about whether or not you have a case, call Farah Farah and we'll be happy to help.